You know, it's always good to be back.
Oh man, praise God. Now, Vashawn, I gotta ask you this real quick, man. Last time you were on the show was last February. You were right here in San Diego, rocking the stage at San Diego State. You know what I'm saying? And that was February, right before the
Yeah,
pandemic happened. You know what I'm saying? That was like the
yeah.
month before. How have you been since then?
You know, I've been well. You know, although we see a lot of stuff going on in the world and trying to keep safe and all that. It's been a good time for reset. You know, because some
Right.
of us, like you said, I was there and another city the next day. We were so busy being busy. So I use this time, understanding that God is going to be God and it will be all right eventually. So I use the time to kind of reset myself and my priorities.
Yeah, man. And since then, also, you've been rocking a radio show as well. Let's talk a little bit about that.
I ain't good as y'all.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, I got a little show in Nashville, Tennessee called Get Lifted, and it looks like it's going to be picked up, very soon.
Mhm.
It's in syndication top of the year, so it's
Wow.
been going pretty well. It's just great to be blessing people. Just like I think I was used to doing it, just not on the radio,
Mhm.
but it's to hear the testimonies, the Facebook messages of everyone who are blessing through the airways as well. I know you all have to always be, feel just great to be in a position to be able to spread gospel and bless others on a daily basis. It's just great.
Yeah, man. Now, how people tend, when they're not listening to our show, how can they tune into your show?
760 amthegospel.com and 760 AM The Gospel, or the TuneIn Radio app. You can just check me out as Vashawn Mitchell, Get Lifted, and it's really dope.
There you go. That's what's up. Now, let's talk about this Christmas EP.
Yes, Lord.
Man, Vashawn, first of all, it is just super duper dope. Evangel, myself, we're just listening to it. And first of all, right off the bat, she loves it because it's like original music. She's
Yes,
been
Lord.
calling for Christmas original music.
Yes.
Let's talk about the
Yeah.
process and let's get into this EP.
You know what? It was a different process. Of course, I recorded during a pandemic.
Hmm.
So, I know it's what God said do, just create music, in this season. But it was difficult. We had to, record in different studios, different places, and we couldn't really come together for a while. But, I believe that the process was important so that what came out of it was more of a message throughout the process that, the message that Jesus came to give. He said, I come to have life and that more abundantly. And I was wanting to make sure that we didn't forget why Jesus came by focusing on everything else. So, we had to remember that Jesus said, I come to have life and that more abundantly. And he's still coming for that purpose. And he's still here for that purpose alone. So that's what this body of work is about. It's about that Christmas experience, although it may be at home or maybe, not able to do what we did last year, the years before. We have to always remember that Jesus is the reason for the season and that we will be able to be normal somewhat again. But right now we have to ride through the storm and understand that Jesus is riding with us.
Yes, I have to actually say this because I want to applaud you, first of all. I started putting out a request to all of the artists on social media, and I started asking, can anybody please do some original Christmas music? Because we hear the same classics recorded over and over and over again. We got 50 million versions of these Christmas
Wow.
songs. And I'm like, can
Yeah.
somebody write something different or new? You know what I'm saying? There's so many
Yeah.
different ways in which you can do a brand new Christmas song or a Christmas message about the holidays. Yes, what Jesus means to
Yeah.
us, about him being the baby, about him dying on the cross. There's so many different things that you can write about when it comes to the holiday season. But what I love about your EP is you made it fun. You also brought the
Yeah.
worship in, but you also brought the dance and the fun into
Mm.
celebrating who Jesus is. And I have to really applaud your band, honey, because I was watching that video clip and I was hearing those hits and those breaks and those
Right.
runs. And I was like, oh my God, I'm about to jump out my skin. I wish I was there in person to see you guys nailing this. And I wish that, we could celebrate Christmas all year round because I would love to see y'all in concert doing these cuts.
For real.
But I was just blown away. And I have to say, thank God that He heard my prayer request. And I pray that more artists will do exactly what you're doing, more original music. And then you also threw some little nostalgic stuff in there as well. I love that you did touch on some of the classics, but you kept it original all the way. That was my applaud to you, brother. Thank you.
I'm appreciative.
Yes.
And, if you listen to the project, it's really about, I call it Home for Christmas, because, although maybe at home now we can remember those times and we wasn't. So, it's upbeat music for when you get a tree together or packing gifts or whatever. So you got your praise and worship for when you take your family to church for Christmas. And then there's a little late night music for the couples.
Come on.
As well. So I want to kind of create an experience that was for everyone. So it could, just kind of remember Jesus. And I'm glad you said that, because I don't believe that his body of work is just for the Christmas season, but it's for Jesus every day.
Yes, Lord.
So you can listen to this like any time of the week, any time of the month, any time of the year, and understand what it's really about.
Yeah, for real. And now the EP is entitled Vashawn Mitchell and Friends, Home for Christmas. Let's talk about your friends on the project.
Ooh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's shout them out. Who are some of the friends on the project, Vashawn?
Well, definitely friends are my singers, Stems, and then some more singers who are amazing. But then Miranda Curtis just put me on a song called My Help. And one of my good friends, Shantae Moore from Los Angeles, California, joined me on another song. So it was really I just want to put together some like spirits and do recordings on FaceTime and all that. You want to make sure that you are in tune with each other. And it was really, I have to say, it was really all friends, and it came together.
Oh, man, the project is super dope. Everybody, I'm going to say this once again, go cop the whole project. Now, if you do it iTunes, you don't have to listen to the samples. Trust me. Just buy all. Buy all. Buy all.
Yes,
I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? The song, the EP is dope.
Yeah.
I want to focus on Home With You.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And we've been playing that. We love Shantae Moore. If you got, Vashawn, I'm not sure if you knew, but Shantae Moore grew up in San Diego.
Yes, we went to school.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes, we went to junior high and high school together, and that girl, we knew that she was going to be something big in the music industry. That was her dream, and we saw it in her when she would show up at the talent shows and stuff. She was already rocking the part well before she graduated from high school, so it wasn't a big surprise when she made it big. But this song Walter about to talk about, I'm about to jump out my skin right now.
Man. Yo, when I first listened to the song, I fell in love with the song because it got that, oh, man, what can I say? That kind of everybody's opinion of what old school is, but it's my old school R&B.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? It got that groove. It got that smooth vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope song. Tell us specifically about this song, how you know Shantae Moore, and how this song came about. How'd you guys team up on this?
Well, I met Shantae Moore years ago. We were at Celebration of Gospel. And, they know they partner a gospel artist with an R&B artist. So her and I ended up doing Chasing After You together. So in the rehearsals and, just kind of getting to know each other, I was like, oh, my God, she's so cool. And we just stayed in touch over the years. And, from there, when I heard this song, because I didn't write this one, but I had to do it. And I said, you know what, I wanted Shantae to do it. Literally called her, and she answered the phone, not nobody else, which is funny. I called her, and we agreed to do it. Even before we talked to managers and all that, we just said we want to do it. And what she says is that it's our song. So I just love her spirit. She's definitely a superstar, and I'm appreciative that she decided to be a part of this particular sound.
Yo, I mean, we've been playing it, but I hope and I pray that it's a crossover hit as well.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I hope and pray it's a crossover hit. It's super, it's just dope. It's just, we love it. And, my wife loves it. She's like, who you playing? I said, that's Shantae Moore and Vashawn Mitchell. She's like, what?
Yes, I have to admit also, Vashawn, didn't nobody know you could come like that.
Yeah.
They was like, wait a minute, that's Vashawn who?
Right.
That ain't Vashawn Mitchell. We like, oh, yes, it is.
God is truly turning things around for me. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, what? I was like, my wife was like, you mean Vashawn Mitchell, like worship leader Vashawn Mitchell? Yes, that Vashawn Mitchell. Because we were grooving to this song.
I'm still an 80s, 90s baby, no matter what.
Yeah.
I grew up in the Jodeci and New Edition.
Come
I'm an 80s, 90s all day, so I'll be sure. They don't know about none singing, so that's where I came from.
Lord have mercy. I hope you got some more music like that on your next projects, because people need to also know. They need to know now that you can go there and you can go there well.
Yeah.
It was like, that's me.
Yeah.
That's what I grew up on, Vashawn. I didn't grow up in the church.
Yeah,
I didn't. It was R&B, hip hop. Come on.
And Vashawn, we will play it.
Yes.
We will play it.
Here. We
You know what I'm saying?
will.
Yo, I'm an 80s, 90s baby as well. Like you said, Jodeci, Boyz II Men, Brian McKnight. I mean, this song kind of like, this collab was kind of like, yeah.
Come on in. Don't know.
This was kind of like that Brandy, Wanya Morris.
Yes.
Lonely, Broken Hearted. I'm not sure if you remember that collab. You know,
I do.
Yeah, lonely. You know, Broken Heart. But I was just like, yo, we love this song.
Yes, we do.
It was beautifully done. And thank you for dropping this project, because I knew that it took some extra probably hurdles and hoops to go through during this quarantine time.
Certainly.
It's very timely. Like I said, the worship, I mean, the songs are not only for Christmas as well, but at the same time, it points to what Christmas is all about. Like you said, Jesus is the reason for the season.
Yes, he is.
And he's the reason for every season. You know what I'm saying? And it's a dope album. That's why I had to hit you up, you know, Vashawn. And I'm sorry I hit you up late, but when I heard the album, I was like, ooh, this is lit. This is blazing hot. I mean, toppers are, you know, temperature is dropping, but this album is just gonna warm things up, man. I'm just telling you. Yeah, Vashawn. And I know you're busy right now. You were taping something a little while ago. You want to talk a little bit about that, or no? We got to keep that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's the new world. You know, so I was just taping a virtual service for New Year's Eve, because you know we can't be together still in certain areas of the world. So, you know, we kind of put a lot of pre-production into New Year's Eve and Christmas and all those services. So yeah.
Yeah, man. And Vashawn, I mean, next time you come to the West Coast, yo, I mean, you got to do this album. And Shantae Moore is not far away. I'm just saying. Because she rocked the concert for us about 3 years ago.
She was at Jazz at the Creek, one of our headliners. And it was just wonderful being able to welcome her back home, because so many people hadn't seen her in concert in quite some time. So she came right into the heart of the community and rocked our Jazz at the Creek concert series. It was awesome.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. And I want to see this song live.
I do too.
I want to see this song live. I want to see this EP live. I'm just, you know, no pressure, Vashawn. I'm just throwing out there, man.
Well, Christmas will be yet another time.
Yeah.
We'll do Christmas at the Creek next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to also tell Miss Talia now, because when I was watching the video and she was ministering on that song, I said, now how long is she going to sit in that seated position and that anointing not raise her to her feet? I waited and I waited and I waited. I said, come on now. I'm getting stirred up. My hands is up. I'm up. I said, how long, Lord? When's she going to stand up? She started speaking in tongues. I said, okay, any moment she about to stand up on her feet.
I didn't want to get in trouble, though, so I had to take care because, you know, she's a newlywed. She's been married, and she expecting the baby, so I want her husband to be calling me. So I had to take good care of her.
Yes, she did phenomenally well as well, and we are definitely praying for this project. I pray that it just, you know, does some amazing things. You know, I just don't want it to be something that people play just for Christmas. The message of Jesus Christ is evergreen. It never dies. It never gets old. It's always current, always relevant. And I just applaud you all for such an awesome work.
Yeah, praise God. Vashawn, yo, before you go, any last words to our listeners?
You know what? Check out Vashawn Mitchell wherever you stream your music, and definitely check out Home for Christmas, VashawnMitchell.com, Vashawn Mitchell Instagram, Vashawn Mitchell Snapchat, Vashawn Mitchell Twitter. It's all Vashawn Mitchell, so check me out.
Yeah, man. And Vashawn, I just want to say, man, we thank God for you. We got none but love for you. We are praying for you. And once again, this project is super duper dope. I appreciate you being a part of the show. Thank you. Hope I don't get you in trouble that I got to hit you up directly. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, anyways, just hitting you up directly and you being a part of the show. Man, thank you for all the love and support. And of course, we're going to support you. And whatever you need, hit us up. We're going to promote you and try to bless you and the way you blessed us. And thank you so much for dropping this super dope project. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. God bless you.
God bless you too, Vashawn. Hold on just for a sec. Yo, this is Vashawn Mitchell featuring Shantae Moore with Home With You right here on GODRadio1.com. God bless. Much love. Peace.